Our farm is, we live at this farm, and our farm where our cattle and our grain operation is located is a mile northeast of this location at Bisbee, North Dakota. My grandfather homesteaded our farm 100 years ago. They started with about 360 acres, and now our farm consists of 1,100 acres with 120 pair of cattle. We grow wheat, canola, and soybeans on the 1,100 acres, and we also raise alfalfa and peas and oats for our cattle for hay. Well, we had a tornado come through, and the tornado hit both of our farms. Brent Curdy, a neighbor of mine, put our name in for Farm Rescue to come help us with our harvest. He also was hurt in the disaster, but he was a good enough friend. He put our name into Farm Rescue, and we had the tornado go through. We had 3 buildings destroyed, and one got $20,000 worth of damage, one of our big machine sheds. And all of our fences were destroyed, and our grove of trees at the house here was destroyed. And we ended up losing a lot of our hay bales. They were rolled into the sloughs and over the ditches and into the neighbors' fields. And so Farm Rescue, that's how we got associated with them. Well, normally as a chief of the fire department, we deal with disasters all the time. But this disaster was way more than any of us have even been through or even experienced. When the tornado came through, we ended up, it hit both of our farms, and when it hit us, we were in the basement, and we had heard that the sheriff was worried about us because they knew it was hitting us at that time. And we wanted to make sure that I could get some connection out, because we couldn't use cell service because the storm had shut cell service off. And I went up to get my radio, and that's right when the storm hit, and it didn't take me long to get back in the basement when I seen the damage going on outside. Well, in the height of our disaster, Farm Rescue showed up, and they basically just gave us the biggest lift we've ever had in our life. They helped us get our wheat harvest off so we could concentrate on getting our building sites ready to get buildings rebuilt. And they're the nicest organization as far as coming in and helping you when you're down. And they ended up just basically they saved our necks. They helped us combine 200 acres of wheat, and we combined with them. We were trying to get some of it off while they were helping a neighbor, and we were getting tired and getting behind on our stuff, and they pulled in and helped us out. We had 2 volunteers. We had a truck driver and we had a combiner. We had Keith from Iowa, and then Charlie came from Minot to help us. Oh, that's the best organization, I think, in this upper Midwest, as far as when you're in a dire situation and you're something you've never been through before. They show up and help you out and give you a hand, and it just, that's the best organization I think I've ever been a part of. The neighbors went through a lot, just as we did. There was a lot of farm families that were affected, but after the disaster, even the ones that were affected were around to make sure that everybody was okay. After the storm, we had members of my Bisbee Fire Department were out here. I had water running in my basement. We had no power, and they helped my wife get generators going, get the cords strung, get the sump pumps going. All I wanted to say is a big thank you to the volunteers, to the staff. They're just super to work with. The volunteers they have big hearts, and they're willing to travel miles just to come and help a person out when they're in trouble. And all I wanted to say for me and my family is just a big thank you.